I feel so disrespected by this school committee and by the town. I work so hard for the town of Brookline, for its, for our students. And, and sometimes I feel like a chump for doing it because we are being offered a contract that doesn't keep pace with inflation. And that is the height of disrespect in my book.
When the school committee totally declined to accept or respond to any of our proposals that pertained to hiring and retaining educators of color, they just didn't even look at them, didn't respond to them. That was it. They were gone. I think Brookline has a problem hiring and retaining educators of color. And considering that 40% of our students are students of color, don't you think that those 40% deserve to have a teacher that looks like that?
Yeah. To provide the highest quality education for Brookline students, we need time to plan, collaborate, grade, and photocopy. That's why the union is fighting for adequate staffing. Because when there aren't enough adults in the building, administrators overschedule educators, and it's our students who suffer. When we have to rush between classrooms and arrive without enough time to set up, or when our prep time is stolen for meetings, it's the students who bear that burden.
We are here today to talk about, on behalf of our amazing specialist teachers and world language teachers. Woo! They have been so disrespected over the past few years, and they deserve so much more. Our K-8 world language program is a tenet of Brookline schools and representative of their values, our values, or so they say. We're a community of so many different languages and cultures, and we need to respect and celebrate this rich diversity. Woo. It's time to show some respect to our teachers who have been stretched almost to the breaking point, asked to take on more and more and more classes at additional grade levels, often at the last minute, giving up planning and collaboration time, and in some cases, racing across Brookline from one building to another, anxiously navigating dense traffic, trying to find parking, maybe blocks away from the school, running breathless to the school so they can be on time for their next class because they haven't even been given adequate travel time. We need to do better for these amazing teachers. Music, art, physical education. These are classes where many students get a chance to shine, break out of their comfort zone, find a passion, express themselves and their feelings, things that are more important than ever now as we emerge from this devastating pandemic. Our K-5 World Language Program, which began in 2009, they call it a cornerstone of our community. That's on the Brookline Public Schools website. I think it's high time that Brookline upholds its dedication to the arts and diversity by making sure these bright and dedicated educators are respected and given fair and just working conditions.
Thank you, Maggie. What's being done to those teachers who are well over a third immigrant members of our faculty is a scandal. And when their situation is corrected, everyone's will be lifted.
That's right. That's right.
In all my years of teaching, never have my colleagues and I been so exhausted. Never have my colleagues and I been so demoralized. It is heartbreaking to hear young teachers speak about being burnt out, speak about leaving the classroom, speak about leaving the profession, and certainly speak about leaving Brookline. Brookline is telling us to lower our standards, to stop developing as teachers, to use canned curricula instead of our own voices. If Brookline wants to remain a strong school system, it must start respecting the people who spend 7+ hours a day working with those who matter the most, the students.
I know that educators in Brookline are undervalued, underappreciated, and taken for granted. Yeah. Teachers are the bedrock of our society. Without them, we are nothing. I see the exhaustion on your faces as you walk into and out of school every single day. I see how decision makers decided that this year, where we are desperately trying to support students who haven't been in a school building in 18 months, is the year they want to increase the K through 8 hours. They do not want us to use our professional judgment, right? They want to reduce union rights. They do not want to help the union recruit and retain people of color and not pay us enough despite our rising inflation pressures. I know that our teachers at a minimum deserve to be paid properly.
That's right.
I know teachers should not be asked to do anything more than they are already doing to receive adequate pay. I know something must be done to decrease the workload that we are all experiencing. And I also know we must vote for elected officials who believe in paying teachers adequately. And as citizens, those who are not educators here, we must be willing to support teachers. Without high-quality educators who feel valued, cared for, and well-paid, our society is nothing.
Demand to be paid what you're worth. Demand to be paid what you should earn to have a family.
Anyone who's ever been at the table with this school committee and that lawyer knows contracts are won in the street. They are not won at the table. People don't change, I was told by a wise mentor. When they see the light, they change when they feel the heat. And that is our work together. So go warm up, get ready for the next action. Be ready to have meetings in your schools. We're gonna do this together.